there. But let's stay in Logic here. Let's just see how this works. So of course I would want to use flex pitch, and you turn the mode on either here, or you can just double click the audio. It's now analyzing the audio material, identification of notes, it says, and you can even see the note information right in, because I'm pretty zoomed in. As soon as I zoom down, a lot of that view is almost unusable. You have to be pretty big to see this. But if I double click and I get this view, then it's much more yeah, it's much easier to edit this, right? So here we see the pitches. And one of the things I recommend is that you change your secondary tool to scissor. And when you're in here and you want to do some fine tuning, let's say you want to split this, you just have to press Command and split it and get an additional note here. Let's talk about the functions here with pitch drift on the left, fine pitch, pitch drift on the right. So that's how it connects to the next note. With our formant really changes the quality of the sound. We can make somebody sound bigger or thinner, older or younger. It just changed the quality of the voice. And vibrato, of course, is something that we would maybe just slightly touch something like this if it's a little bit too much vibrato. But we see here pitch drift in, we can reduce that. Pitch drift out, we can reduce that. And then cycle it. This is where I'm missing. Right? So we can get super picky. I don't like to get super picky with this kind of stuff, but it does help. Now, one function you can't forget is if you do know the key of your song, and I've got to remember right now what this is in, but I actually think it is in A minor, which is C major, same thing. Then I can actually go ahead and select notes and pitch correct them. You see it automatically pulls them up. I would probably not go very high if I do autocorrect, because I still want to do it by hand, but it will help. Now, let's say a singer rushes a line a little bit. I think the on is a little late. I can go to the beginning of it and I can slightly move it over. Let me stretch that out a little bit. Right, maybe a little bit less vibrato. Or did I just do more? I did right. I took a chance on you. It's nice pitch. Everything works out, and that's how I slowly move to the session. Now, again, time consuming, right? This is not something you can do very quickly, but it can definitely work out. Now, if you want to align background vocals, of course, let's just look at two of those. Let's put them in flex pitch as well. Just click the track. You can click here, but if you click here, it's probably not going to go to pitch. It's going to, oh, it actually did. Take that back. Okay. So now that it's in flex pitch, I don't really see anything here yet, right? So let's just zoom in, and now I can see it. And the good thing about this is, if you actually do it in this window, is that you can line things up to each other. Because now I can exactly see where this is going and how this is lining up with my play bar. You see how this is a little early right here? Small little things, you know. I like my background vocals just to be super tight. And of course we could have spent more time on it, but a lot of times it's like you weighing how much time do I have to spend to get this super tight. If I'm real close, can I just spend the time editing it? And it's sometimes a little faster. And yeah, so I'm a lot pickier actually, which is interesting, with background vocals than I am with leads. When it comes to editing them, I want them to be like perfectly performed. So it's not letting me do a cycle for some reason. But let's just play it from here for a second. That's why it didn't let me do cycle. Okay, let me jump over here for a second. There you go. All right, it was just tripping. Upside down. Right, so that's perfectly lined up. If I wanted to pitch this as well, I could double click it and take a look at the actual file here, and go to track again, and then select these notes again, set my pitch correction, how many percent I want to apply it, and then go through. And then perfectly line it up And of course, it's very important not just to do it to the grid, but actually to the feel of the song. So with this song, I want everything to lay back a little bit. So I might actually take all these lines, and since they're all collected, they're actually moving together, right? We just got to make sure we don't squish the end too much. You see how the end is not moving? So if we lay this back, make sure you squish the end a little out. Upside down. Right? And that is basically it. And of course, the time-consuming part here is there's a lot of tracks. And to go through this and line it all up will probably take me a few hours, maybe more. But I will make sure that at the end it's all done. And then I will most likely join these sections and take flex off, because it takes off a lot of your processing. Same here. Once this is done, I will probably rebounce this back down, bounce in place to a new track. Then I will select the sections and copy them over to the other sections, and that will be then the final vocal, which is also not uncommon, by the way. If I go back to my hidden track for a second, and you're not sure about your first comp, you might want to go through all your takes again and create another comp. You can actually do that. You have a comp. You can also create another comp. You can duplicate the comp and create a comp B, a comp C, a comp D, as many comps as you want. Export each one of them and then see which one feels best to you. I want you to really think of vocal editing as probably the most powerful touch that you can do to a production. You can build all this beautiful track, but if the vocal is not right, nothing that you did in the track really matters, because what sells the song is this performance right here. The performance, the emotion, and editing can quickly erase emotion if you over edit it. So there's a thin line between perfection and destruction. Always remember that. And that's it. So I hope that kind of helped with vocal comping in Logic. I will definitely do another one in Pro Tools soon. Have a great time. Remember, allthingsproduction.com. If you have questions, just log into our forum, ask the question, and we will create a video just like this for you. We're looking forward to helping you in the future. Have a great day.